Hello friends, my name is Dr. Jyoti Prakash and I am Assistant Professor in the Department of Management, School of Management Sciences, Lucknow. Now welcome you all to the video lecture that is based on the topic demotion and separation. So just have a start discussion on the topic. So firstly we should understand what do you mean by or what is the definition or what is the meaning of demotion. So demotion refers to the lowering down of the status, salary and responsibility of an employee. In the words of Dale Yoder, demotion is a basically shift to a position in which responsibilities are decreased, as the name itself refers, and it is just we can say that reverse to promotion. Promotion is all about getting enhancement or getting an increase in the duties and responsibility and the salary aspect, but demotion is just reverse to that. Reverse means it is somehow shifting of an individual to a position which is lower in nature, in which he or she has to perform the duties and responsibility in a very lower manner, and they have been placed at a lower place in fact. So, we should understand why the company just take decision regarding demoting an individual or demoting employees, because they want to the organization or the human resource managers are basically there in the organization for taking care or for enhancing the skills or for excelling the career path of the individual. So, sometimes the organization, why organization take decision regarding demoting the employees in the organization. So, just have a discussion on the causes of demotion. So, the first one is incompetence. Incompetence is all about inadequacy to perform the assigned duties and responsibility. So, if you being a human resource manager, if you have been selected an individual and if you have been placed them on a wrong position, on a wrong place, so obviously they will feel difficulty in assign duties and perform duties and responsibilities. So, they feel incompetent in justifying their roles. So, in that case you can just demote, or the organization can take decision regarding demoting the individual from a higher role or from the assigned job to a lower position. The next one is adverse situation or the condition, we can say, like due to recession and other crisis if an organization is facing. So, in that case they can also take decision regarding demoting of employees. Demoting means the company can also reducing the cost aspect that they are giving in the form of salary or the wages and other benefits to its employees. Means it is not only based on the incompetence on the individual half or individual part, but sometimes on the due to certain other factors the organization can take decision regarding demoting individual. The next factor like technological change, when because of the change in technology, methods and practices, all hands are unable to adjust. So, in that case some of the employees may be demoted. Means nowadays we are seeing that every day, or in fact after a certain time period, a new technology, a new software has come into existence. So, if the organization has to follow, or the organization has must adopt in the practices or in the functioning of the organization, so that they can be in the race of the competition and they can also compete their competitors in a very well manner. So, if the organization is introducing some updated technology and some of the employees, if they are not able to adjust with that particular technology or work on that particular updated technology and the software, in that case the company can also take decision regarding demoting those individuals. After giving so much of training and after giving training and after giving instruction how to perform on that particular technology, if employees are not able to perform, if employees are not able to adjust in that scenario or in that with that machine, so in that case the company or the human resource manager can also take decision regarding demoting the employees. The next one, obviously the disciplinary measures, it may be used as a tool of, means demotion can be used as a tool of disciplinary action against erring employees. It should not be used as a penalty for poor attendance record, violation of rules of conduct, such action, procedure, defensive behavior without any improvement in the behavior or performance. Means if the organization or the human resource finds some of the individual or some of the employees that they are not regular towards the duty, they are not honest towards their duty, they are again and again violating the rules and the code of conduct of the organization, they are not adhering with the policies of the organization. So, in that case, in order to punish them, sometimes the organization or the human resource manager take measures or take action for demoting the individual from their position. So, if the organization is practicing the demotion function in the organization, so Yoder, Henman, Turnbull and Stone have suggested a 5-fold policy in the regard to demotion practices, and a human resource manager should take care of these 5-fold policy while practicing this particular function into the organization. Like a clear list of rules along with punishable offence be made available to all the employees. Suppose you as student, if you have taken in any institution and institution for completing your course, you must have given a rule book, and you for getting a knowledge or for having a knowledge about the college, about the policies of the college, about the rules and regulations associated with the library, and if you violate those rules, what fine you will be imposed and what fine you will have to give to the concerned cell. Means if you are late in submitting the fee, so you will also face you will also give some sort of penalty or the fine to the institution. So, if you have been informed about the rules and regulation of every function of the organization priorly, and if you are not following those instructions, obviously you are eligible or you are able to, means the organization can take decision regarding punishing your behavior, and they can take, obviously they can take decision regarding demoting you because you are not following the rules and regulation as told by the organization in your orientation or in your interaction program conducted by the organization. So, being a human resource manager, for that purpose you have to do the same, means a clear list of rules and regulation and the policies should be communicated or should be given to the employees, along with the punishable offence should also be known by them, so that they just have a picture that if they will violate any rules and they will not follow the rules and regulation or the policy or the code of conduct, what they will have to face. And any violation be investigated through by a competent authority, obviously, and in case of violation it is better to state the reason for taking such a punitive state clearly and elaborately. Once violation are proved, there should be a consistent and equitable application of the penalty, and there should be enough, there should also be enough room given for review. Means if someone found guilty, and if someone if the human resource manager finds someone that they are not they are again and again violating the rules, so there should be a proper review done by a competent authority, so that a clear picture or true picture can be presented or can be brought into the knowledge of the organization, so that accordingly decision can be taken regarding demoting the individual or not. Means if it finds in the same way, then obviously the decision will be taken regarding demoting or regarding giving a punishment to those individual, and if not, accordingly whatever the organization take decision, it totally depends on the organization. So, the next topic that will be covered in this video lecture, that is separation. So, separation occurs when an employee leaves the organization. Separation, the name itself refers, means a state in which an employee just gets separated or get aloof from the organization. So, separation occurs when an employee leaves the organization. It is also of two types, voluntarily and involuntary separation. So, just have a discussion on these two types one by one. So, the first one is voluntary separation. Like voluntary separation is all about a separation in which there is a willingness or there is a willingness of the employee, and this particular separation is performed by the individual by the employees on his or her will or the interest. And the factors like resignation and quits and the retirements. Resignation is means if as an employee, if you find some other job and some interesting or some lucrative jobs, so obviously you will try to resign, or you will just love to those organizations where you are getting more benefit. So, in that case you are willingly separate yourself from the organization, and the retirement means there is a age group defined, and after completion of that particular age group you will be get retirement from the organization, and that is also basically voluntarily, means there is a will factor, and there is basically we can say that acceptance factors that is that will be in you, basically that is why you are taking voluntary separation, because you know the age limit and you know this particular fact that after completion of that age group I have to get retirement from the organization. So, these two things are come under voluntarily separation. The next separation is involuntarily, means that is not initiated, that is not done by the employees as well. It is basically conducted and performed or initiated by the company as well, and the factors like the separations like discharge or dismissal. So, the reasons behind discharge or dismissal like excessive absenteeism, serious misconduct, theft of company's property, espionage like the act of practice of spying, means you act like a spy and you are working for the competitors on of those who are competitors of the organization, and you are just telling them the secret of the company, so that they just take advantage on that USP or that secret thing, and accordingly they can win the race of the competition. So, if the organization find you that you are again and again getting absent in your job, you are not giving so much of productivity, you are not giving your efforts in completing the task, in achieving the objective. So, and if you are involved in some serious misconduct, so in this case the company can take decision regarding separating you from the organization. Obviously, because you are not giving your 100% and you are not in fact honest towards your duty, you are not honest with the organization, if you are not loyal with the organization, obviously in this case the organization can take decision regarding separating you from the organization. And also one of the factor, like if at the time of joining, if you submit the wrong or incorrect or the false certificate about your educational qualification, and after investigation the organization finds that you have submit the false certificate or the false details of your, you have mentioned the false details of educational qualification and the experience, they can just separate you, and they can accordingly take decision regarding, because you have just tried to cheat the organization. Next one is retrenchment. It refers to the termination of services of employees because of the replacement of labor by machine or the closure of a department due to lack of demand for the product manufactured. Means we can say that is different from dismissal. Retrenchment is forced by on both the employer and the employee is dismissed because of the fault of the employee, because retrenchment is all about a decision or a conduct which is initiated by the company due to not conduction or not achievement of the objective in a regular basis, and the organization find itself in a very we can say that in a very not in a profitable situation, not able to survive. So, in that case the company can take decision regarding separating employees and just try to reduce the number of employees in the organization. The next one is voluntary retirement scheme. We can say VRS. Beginning in the early 1980s, the companies both public and private sector have been sending home surplus labor for good reasons. Obviously, not by retrenching, not by adopting retrenchment and dismissal practices, but by a novel scheme called VRS. In fact, VRS is also called the Golden Handshake Plan. Handsome compensation is paid to the leaving employees, means if you are basically giving a retirement to the employee, to the existing employee in an early manner, and simultaneously you are giving them advantage or you are paying a handsome compensation, and by doing so you are basically also taking their will, taking their what consent before adopting this particular practices for separating employees, or for, in fact we can say that, for reducing the cost aspect of the organization. This is also another type of separation where surplus labor is reduced by paying them handsome compensation. Management prefer to pay hefty sum and reduce staff strength than retaining surplus labor and continuing them to pay compensation. And VRS is perceived as a painless and time saving method of trimming staff strength, as the organization offers the compensation only to those employees who opt for VRS. VRS, the name itself refers that there should be a consent also taken by the employee. If they are agree, if they want to get early retirement from the organization, then this particular practice and this particular scheme can be introduced by the organization. So, we can say that VRS is just like a painless or a time saving method through which the company can separate employees, or the company can reduce the number of employees in the organization, for the organization. The next one is layoff. A layoff is basically a temporary separation of the employees at the request of the employer. Layoff is the failure, refusal or inability of an employer to provide employment to an employee. Layoff may be for a definite period, means after completion of a time period, means for a certain time period the company is unable to provide the employment, the company is unable to provide the salary or the other benefits to the organization. So, in that situation the company can circulate a request to the employees that they can separate from the organization on a temporarily basis, and if the time they will be in a profitable situation or a sustainable situation, they can be called back by the organization. So, that is all about layoff. That is why it is also called that layoff may be for a definite time period, and after this time period the employee will be recalled back and by the employer for the duty. Because why they have been called back by the employer? Because the employer knows that the employees that they are having earlier, they are competent enough and they are skillful enough, they know the detailed thing and the in and out of the organization. So, if the organization is in a sustainable situation, those employees will obviously contribute a lot in achieving the objective or in fulfilling the objective of the organization. So, after completion of that adverse period, the company or the employer may just call back to those employees who find themselves they are competent enough, they are loyal enough, they are honest enough to the employer or to the organization. Layoff could be and layoff basically when what situation layoff can be performed. So, the situation like due to shortage of raw material, the economic recession factors, the accumulation of stocks, or for any other reasons, means for these reasons, if the organization finds itself that they are unable to sustain in the scenario, sustain in the environment. So, in order to sustain, in order to be in a sustainable situations, sometimes the company may introduce this particular temporarily separation to the employees, and after for a certain time period, for a different time period, and obviously the company is also positive that after completion or after sometimes they will be in a situation as they were earlier. So, they just give a promise to the employees that if the situation will be positive, they will be called back by the employer and for facilitating the need of the organization. The next one is downsizing. So, downsizing means reducing the size of workforce, and if the organization face any of the following situation, like when the organization is constantly incurring losses over a period of years, and when the organization goes in for restructuring. Obviously, if downsizing, the name itself refers that the size will be down by the organization, means the organization is just trying to downsize the number of the employees in the organization. And why it is being implemented by the organization? Because of the factors like the company is not in a profit, and the company is again and again incurring losses whatever they are adopting practices. And when the company basically wants to restructure the overall policy and the overall structure and the overall conduct, in that case they also just reduce the size of the workforce too. So, these are basically some of the practices which come under separation, and these two important things should taken care of wisely by the human resource manager, because these two things are somehow we can say that disassociation in the employees, and they have to act very wisely if they are going to implement these two practices with their employees. So, just have a look on the separation. Like separation can be of two types, voluntary and involuntary. Voluntary means there is a will factor, there is a consent factor involved of the employees, and involuntary means the company has to force, or the company basically implement this particular separation, and they want that the available workforce follow the same. And I hope you all have just get an understanding of these two important crucial concern of the employee and the employer point of view. And if you want to get more information about the given topic, just go through the references. That is all in this video lecture that is based on demotion and separation. I hope you will like this. Thank you, students.